What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I cannot tell you guys how excited I am to be finally back and do what I used to love doing the most, and that is trading and making educational videos related to trading. But before we start the video, please let me just put this disclaimer out there. I am not a financial advisor, and everything you see on this channel, all the videos are only for educational purposes. Okay, I'm not a licensed investment advisor or financial advisor. So whatever you see on this channel, please do not take it as an indication from me to you, telling you to go ahead and invest your money. Of course, online trading world is a very risky field. Please make sure you do your own research before stepping foot into this world. Having said that, one more thing. There is somebody impersonating as me, and they have the same YouTube name as me. They are impersonating as me, and they are replying to people in the comments. Whoever is asking a question, this person is replying to them with a WhatsApp number and asking them to reach out to them on their WhatsApp number, which they are promising to be me. So please beware of that person. They are a scammer. I have banned them from the channel, but they might make a new account. I will never give out my WhatsApp number or any sort of email or any sort of contact information. Please do not fall for these scammers. Having said that, this video has been so long awaited that, and me myself, I was waiting for all the analysis and all my predictions to play out as I hoped. And guess what? The results were insane. They were amazing. Of course, we were wrong at some points and we were correct at most of the points. And so we are going to go over those things. And remember, guys, if you're old, if you're the OGs, you have been here on this channel, you will see me talk about the same things basically again. What I used to do with Forex, I am doing the same thing with crypto. There's nothing changed. All the concepts and whatever I used to look for personally, using my experience, my knowledge, everything is going to be the same, okay? So let me just go through the video to go through these trades, and you guys will see that basically nothing has changed. Okay, before I get started, let me just tell you guys real quick that all the trades that I'm going to show over here, all of them, I did a live stream last time. You guys can go check it out almost a week ago. Okay, and all the predictions I had made were in this live streams. All the analysis I did and all the predictions I made were in this video, and I am going to show. So if you guys want, you guys have 1 hour 38 minutes, 1 hour 39 minutes. You guys can go back and watch this live stream. And I always ask my community to go watch my live streams, because my live streams, they hold so much knowledge. They're showing you my real time perspective, how I look at the markets, how I analyze them. So my live streams are really, really good. And back in the day when I used to make Forex videos, I used to do Forex live streams. My live streams used to get more views than my normal videos. It's hard to believe that, but that's the truth. So please go ahead, and if you have time, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and turn on the notifications. So whenever I go live on a weekly basis or whenever I do a live stream, you guys can take advantage of this. And you guys can look forward to the trades that I'm looking forward to. So let's start with XRP first. And in the live stream, I had mentioned that I was looking at XRP to reverse from the 0.1 zone, from 0.1 to 0.19. Okay, basically 0.1 to 0.2. So where 0.1 starts and where 0.1 zone ends, that is where I was looking at. And I was telling people again and again on Instagram and on my live stream as well that XRP was going to drop down to 0.1 again. And that would be, in my opinion, the best time to buy XRP. If it holds any importance in the future, it could show very good profits. And me, myself, personally, I told the people that I was going to buy XRP at 0.1. And the area that I had marked for me to buy XRP at was this area right here, 0.17046. Okay, I had marked this zone. This was in the live stream. I have not changed anything. You guys can go back and check it out. Now, why did I look at this zone? And how did I know that XRP was going to come back to this zone and potentially reverse from here? How did I know that? Well, if you look back over here, let me just delete this real quick. Okay, and let me delete this real quick so you guys don't get confused. And this is the area we're going to pay attention to. This candle that I have marked out over here. Okay, this area. If you guys look over here on the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see that this was the last time this candle is standing out. Basically, you can see this candle. If you zoom out, this is the candle that has significance. You can see this candle. It stands out in the crowd. It is different to all the other candles around it. Okay, and why is that? You guys can see that this candle alone, okay, what did this candle do? Pay attention to this candle. Why is this candle of so much significance to me? Now you guys can call it the institutional candle, you guys can call it the FU candle. There are many names. I like to call it the ex-girlfriend because it comes into your life to ruin it, to ruin your life, and then it just leaves, right? So if you guys look at over here, what did this candle do? Let me just delete this zone first of all. This candle before, first of all, this is where the rally started. This is the last point where a sell occurred. Okay, this was the last point. You guys see this huge candle, and then after that, instead of the market continuing lower, it comes back up and then stays above that candle. It never breaks below, it never continues lower. So this is where the rally started. Now, wherever the rally starts, the market has to come back to that point at some point in time, right, in the future. Also, before this candle took off, it grabbed all these lows. There were, what was here? What was here? There was a support, right? What did I delete earlier? What did I delete earlier? There was a support here. So where is the point where the market manipulation is more than likely to happen? At a support, right? At a support and resistance. So people were buying here. People were like, oh, you know what? Every time market comes back to this area, it just reverses from here. So most likely, more than likely, market manipulation, a fake out is going to happen at this point, okay? And that's exactly what happens here. Market breaks lower, grabs all these lows that are sitting here in the form of liquidity. And liquidity are basically just orders, stop limits, sell limits, just sitting beneath this support, right? Not only that, we also have liquidity over here as well. Over here as well, you have liquidity, we have a support, market is bouncing around that area. We also have liquidity here. Okay, so you guys can see that before the market reversed, it grabbed all these lows, it did a fake out, right? It did a fake out and it reversed from here. Now, if you're new to this channel and you guys do not understand the words that I'm saying, do not worry, I will make another video. I had already videos previously made on Forex where I was explaining what is liquidity and all these institutional concepts. I will make these videos again, but I will make them on crypto pairs. Basically the same thing, same concepts. You guys do not have to worry about. But for now, please just pay attention to what I'm saying. So market did a fake out over here. And you guys remember that, if you guys remember, I always say, if a market is supposed to break below a support, it should continue lower. Why does it always come back up and start doing this? Why does it just start bouncing above that breakout? Why not beneath it? You know, why not continue test the resistance and then continue lower, right? That is what I always say. So this should be an indication for you that the market is about to reverse. And not only that, combining other concepts. You guys can see here that I look for three things. Liquidity grab. I look for three things in order for me to label a candle as the ex-girlfriend, or the institutional candle, or the FU candle, or the fake out, or whatever you want to call it. The first thing it should do is grab liquidity. Second thing it should do is reverse very, very fast in the opposite direction. Impulsive move, whatever you want to call it. And the third thing is creating a new market structure, or a break of the previous market structure. What is market structure? Market structure is another word for support and resistance. So over here, you guys can see that as soon as it grabbed these equal lows, this liquidity right here, what did it do? It went ahead and created a new higher high and a new higher low. So it broke all these highs, previous market structure. It also broke these previous highs and these lows as well. So it created new market structure. Whenever the market creates a new market structure, that is a very good indication that the market is indeed about to reverse. So all three conditions are fulfilled over here. And then you guys can see the market starts going up. Now, whenever a candle, you guys label a candle as the ex-girlfriend, the market has to come back to that area and reverse from there. Now, normally, if I was in Forex, I would mark the start and the 50% of that candle. Okay, because more than likely what happens is the market always tends to come back to the start of that last candle, to the start of the ex-girlfriend or the institutional candle, and 50% or half or the middle of that ex-girlfriend or institutional candle. Okay, but in this case, what I did was I had marked this area instead, 0.17046, right? Yeah, I think it was here. Yeah. And so you guys can see that if you had marked the start and the middle of that candle, you guys would have been good. But I went a bit lower because this was a very huge candle and it had a wick as well. So I was, in my head, I thought that the market was going to come back a little bit lower, fill out a little bit of that wick and then reverse. But of course, I didn't look at the lower time frames and I didn't really analyze it on the lower time frames as I should have. But nonetheless, my analysis was correct. And applying all the institutional concepts that I know and market structure and price action, you guys can see that this was a very good trade if you were going to enter over here. Now also I should mention over here that if you enter over here, your risk to reward was going to be a bit different and it was going to give you a bigger stop loss. If, however, you enter at the middle, it was going to give you a better risk to reward. Okay, so nonetheless, it was a very good trade. Unfortunately, I missed out by only a couple of pipettes. Yeah, about 1.3%. So but you guys can see what the market did when it came back to that region. It is almost creating, it actually did create new higher highs today, and it reached a high of 0.26. So not bad. Okay, that was the first analysis that I did. The second trade I talked about was Link. And basically, I did the same thing over here. Let me just drop down to the 1 hour time frame so you guys can see better. Okay, so I was looking at this area at the time, right? I was looking at this area, this zone right here. And I said in my live stream that this candle, these candles, you guys can see, they basically did the same thing. They grabbed these equal lows, okay? They grabbed these equal lows. They grabbed the liquidity, which was sitting beneath this, stop orders, stop limits, stop losses, whatever, right? It was sitting, all of that was sitting right here. People were buying. What happens? Market drops down below and the ex-girlfriend you guys can see over here. And what happens after that? A very impulsive move in the opposite direction. This impulsive move. That is the second criteria. The third criteria is that it should create new market structure or break the previous market structure. That is exactly what happens. It breaks these highs, creates new highs, new lows, new lows, new lows, and still it is. And you guys can see in the future how beautifully it played out, right? And it came to the start a little bit lower than that, and you guys can see it played out beautifully. And this was a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward almost, risking 7% and 16.5% gain. But this is to play safe. Now, if you guys are, if you guys are hodlers, you like to hold your crypto and you don't like to spot trade, you guys can see the difference is in front of you guys. 1 to 45%, 1 to 6.5, sorry, 1 to 6.5 risk to reward, and you were risking 7% to gain 45%. In the world of crypto, in the crypto world, even 10%, 5% gains means a lot. Just like Forex, even in Forex, if you are growing your account 2%, 3%, 4, 5, anything above than that is really amazing. It is insane. And so you guys can see it's not the reward that, of course, it is important, but you guys need to understand that your analysis, if your analysis is not correct, you are not going to see these results. And why do we do analysis? Why do we pay attention to technical analysis? It's because it is the only thing, it is, if not the major, the biggest, it is the only thing that helps you narrow all the possibilities down to that one area where you get the best risk to reward ratio. And why do we use institutional concepts? Is because we need to, it gives us the opportunity to decrease our risk and increase our profits or rewards. Okay. So the last trade I want to talk about is the Ocean Link, right? The Ocean Protocol, sorry, not Ocean Link, that was Chainlink. The Ocean Protocol, somebody mentioned this coin to me while I was doing the live stream, and I was like, basically the same thing is going on over here as well. You guys can see that before, first of all, after this wick right here, we created some sort of resistance support over here. Okay, so this is telling me that the market is going to continue higher from here, and that's exactly what happens. You guys can see that over here, market comes back down to that wick, fills it out, and as it fills it out, you can call it, there's the demand zone, you guys can call it the supply and demand. I like to call it market structure, simple as that. But yes, this is the supply and demand zones as well. Market comes back to that demand zone to fill half of that wick out, more than half actually. And in the process, it grabs all these lows, all these relative lows, grabs all this liquidity, and you guys can see basically the same thing happen over here as well. The ex-girlfriend happens, market grabs liquidity, reverses, creates new higher high over here, creates new higher high over here, breaks all these previous highs, creates new lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then basically the same thing play out from here, right? The same thing play out from here. You guys can see the stop loss was just beneath these lows, okay? So I was aiming at 1 to 3 risk to reward. You were risking again 7% to gain 21%, and you guys can see. Sorry about that. You guys can see how much of a difference that actually made. That simple analysis that takes 2 minutes. You guys can go watch this live stream. And let me show you guys actually something. Let me show you guys Ethereum first of all, because today Ethereum created new high highs of 1100 plus. In 2 years, it had not created these highs that it created today. So after 2 years, it broke the 1000 mark again, which was here somewhere. And it went all the way up here. And let me show you guys this clip real quick from the live stream. And I want you guys to see how long it took for me to predict this. Look at the time over here, 1 minute, 30 seconds. I want you guys to pay attention to how long it took for me to analyze Ethereum and predict. If you are holding Ethereum, definitely hold it until it's over here, 825 point. I think Ethereum is definitely going to come visit this area. So if you're holding, continue holding Ethereum, definitely going to come back to this area. And I marked this area way back. I don't even remember when. And I even said I think I did a live stream. I said that Ethereum is definitely going to come back here to this point. And that's what it's doing, right? I made prediction about Ethereum and Bitcoin. And Ethereum was this. I told that Ethereum, if it continues higher, it's definitely going to come back to this area. So yeah, Ethereum, if you're holding, keep on holding. It's definitely going to come back to the 825. And in my opinion, personal opinion, I think it's going to continue higher from there. I think it's definitely going to go to the 1000 zone. Okay. So you guys hear me talk about Ethereum and how I was telling that it is definitely coming back. But just looking at the price action, market structure, new higher highs, higher lows, and looking at the price action, nothing. That's it. I didn't look at the institutional candles here, nothing. I knew that it is definitely going to come back to the 825. And if it comes back to the 825 point, 1000 is not going to be hard for it to do. And you guys can see that today it broke above the 1000 mark, broke above the 825 mark, and actually came to the high of 1169 almost. So I mean, it is that simple, guys. All you have to do is be patient. The hardest part about trading, whether it's crypto or forex, whatever it is you are trading, is the patience. The people who are patient, they reap profits almost every day from the market. And the people who are impatient, well, I mean, 96% of the people lose money in this business. So, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You don't need someone to tell you what's going on with the impatient people. So, like I said, guys, please study these examples. These videos, live streams are only for educational purposes, right? I am just telling you guys what I am doing, what I see, okay? And I'm not telling everybody to follow me. I'm not telling anybody to follow me. But you guys can learn from this. You guys can see what I look at. You guys can see how simple it is once you get the hang of it and once you're patient enough. It literally all the pairs that I went through, you guys can go back in the live stream and see how many minutes it took for me. Like I said, I started 1 minute 30 seconds. You guys can see it took me almost 1 minute to make that prediction for Ethereum. That's it. Looking at the price action and market structure. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you guys are excited, please let me know in the comments below for me to be back. I am excited. I'm going to make so many more videos, again, about the institutional concepts, smart money concepts, genius money concepts. Same thing, different words, okay? I am going to be, but instead I'm going to be using the cryptocurrency, the crypto coins, and not the forex, okay? Not the forex pairs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.